continuation on our tools, we shall be talking on the remaining interactive tool. We have talked on the fore, and I believe you have done a good justice to all that. And don't forget, I've always told us, let us try to always post our work and let us write into the comment section any question or any difficulties we are facing or we encounter in the process of using all these tools. Now with the other one we have been using, which is called interactive envelope tool. This envelope tool is like shaping your text, the way you shape your object, the way you shape your rectangle or your square. We want to shape our text. The nodes are always available. Just click on any node to give you the effect. The same way you can control is very simple to use. The same way, I believe you will have been seeing something like this. You may not know how they do it. This is called an envelope tool. Anywhere you direct it is going to go, and it will become your text font. Do you see? That is how your text is going to look like. And any font you pick is going to have the same work. Any font you pick is going to have the same shape. That is the usefulness of our envelope tool. Then the other tool there is what we call the interactive extrude tool. Extrude tool. This tool will make your work, your text in form like a 3D effect. Let's go there. Interactive extrude tool. You click and drag to the direction you want to extrude it. Then you move how lengthy you want to extrude to be. Do you see? In form of a 3D object. Then you can give it a color. This is two color and this is three color. From which color? From yellow to blue. Do you see it? Then that's our interactive extrude tool. Do you see? So you can decide to drag it. When you click on it again, it shows in form of a rotation. You can decide to rotate. If you are not good in your mouse control, this thing I'm doing is going to scatter your page, and you'll be wondering what is happening to my work. So you need to train your hand how to control your mouse in form of your pencil, but you can start gradually. Do we see it? That is our interactive extrude tool. Do you see? In form of a 3D effect object, and this is how your text will look like. Good, very beautiful. You can lay your hand on it and try it. If you are good in calculating the degree of your extrude, you can use the on-screen one. If you are good in that area, do you see? Do you see? If you are good using it, but you know that you are not good in those ones, just try to control your mouse with it. Just try to control your mouse with it, and it's going to work for you. Yes. Interactive extrude tool. So with this is your effect, and this is how your text is going to be. You can decide to give any of your text outline. We always use outline on Coreldraw because the outline effect you can't just do without using it. It brings out your work for you to really see the effect of all the colors you have been using. Do we see? That is our extrude tool. And the other one we shall be talking about, which is the last one there, is our transparency tool. I'll be using this transparency on my background. Look at this background. I created one background and I give it blue color. When you are working on Coreldraw, when you press your plus button on your keyboard, it duplicates for you. Do you see? When you press your plus button on your keyboard, it duplicates. So I will just click on it and press plus and give it another color. I want to make my yellow to transparent inside my blue. That's just what I want to do now. Do you see? I want to transparent my yellow inside the blue because the blue is underneath. So I pick my transparency tool, click on it. You can use your preset, uniform. Do you see? Uniform. Let's use uniform. Do you see? The yellow is going to reflect in the blue gradually. Then you have the linear. Do you see? It's going to give you into two. then you can see how to use it. Do you see the effect? You are blending the two colors together and it becomes one color. Then you also have the radial in form of a circle. Do you see? Then you have the conical. Yeah. Do you see? Try to see it. Then this place is where I'm going to be laying my emphasis much, which is all this pattern, two color pattern. Do you see? Pick any type of the color pattern you want. A brick, do you see? So it becomes a background. Sometimes we use this for a full background. When you double click, I give it a green, remove the outline, I plus, and I give it a white, a blue or a white. Yes, my transparency, two color pattern. Do you see? Beautiful. This one becomes my background. So depend. Try to lay your hand on anyone. Designing have started. Then we also have full color pattern. With this, we are good to design anything we want to do. Do you see? Good. It serves as a background for me. Your creativity mind should be open now. Do you see now? Good. Why is it giving me blue? Because that's the one I'm using for the transparency. If I want to change the background, I will just lift it up with my arrow key a little bit so that I can have access to the one down. Do you see? So that I can have access to the down color. Then when I'm through, I take it up by one pressing of my up arrow key. Take it down with only once again. Then you are good to go. So that is you see, this is a beautiful background. Don't ask me, how did I do it? This is my transparency effect. So you also have your bitmap pattern. You have as many samples you can use. That means you can finish using them. You see, your creativity mindset should be activated right now. Then you also have the texture. And under the texture, you have sample style. Each of them has its own ABC, A1, A2. So you see. So this one serves as a background. That is the work of our transparency tool. Do you see now? Very beautiful. I can decide to change it. Wow. You see, this is where you need to know how to mix your colors when we are working on graphics. Your color mind should be activated, but white will go better. So this serves as a background. Don't tell me which color is this. It is the effect of a transparency tool, and it serves as a solid background. You will just see your background as if there is a texture inside. Yes, it's not a plain color now. Do you see? It's having some tiny texture. That is the effect. And with this, we are good to go. As I've told us, graphic has started. Let your creativity mind be activated. We have just introduced you to all the tools you are going to be seeing on the Coreldraw. In the next class, we shall be doing some simple logos and some simple design. If you have any question, send your questions to the comment section, and don't forget to send your work. That means the job we have done. Let's see the progress we are making. Thank you and have a nice day.